All right, we're just waiting for YouTube to go live. Come on, YouTube. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We are live on board Ovation of the Seas. Thank you for joining us here, just like we do every Monday, hanging out, talking with you, and talking about the most important thing in the whole wide world, which, of course, is going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. And we are here not only on Ovation of the Seas. I am literally surrounded by my friends from MEI Travel in the house, and we've got a huge group of folks joining us here for this live broadcast on Ovation. We're in Ensenada, Mexico today. Hope you're having a great day. And we're here to answer and talk Royal Caribbean for the next hour. Glad to have you all here. We had some amazing super chats before the broadcast began. And but before we get to that, of course, we have to answer the most important in the entire world, which is how many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat. Let's count down together. WCL 4317, thank you for the super chat. I'm booked on Star this season for November. When do you think they'll open up dining reservations on the app? It's a great question. New ships, the timelines are all over the place. So the answer is, I don't know. No one knows. It's like one of those when it's ready kind of situations. And I wish there was a better answer than that. But unfortunately, there isn't an answer yet. We've seen this with Utopia and Icon. Basically, it's not available. And then one day somebody's like, it's available, and probably a lot closer to sailing. Ayana, Matt will be on Ovation July 9th. They have the unlimited dining package for $176, which is 50% off. Can I eat only one for lunch and one for dinner each day, or can I do 2 lunches and a dinner if I like fish and chips? You can do option B. It's unlimited. You could definitely go there. Fish and chips, I'm not sure if they have a stipend for that restaurant or not. That's the only thing. Like places like Playmakers and Izumi Sushi have a daily stipend, but you could, as an example, go to Chops for lunch and Jamie's for lunch on the same day. It's not limited to like one lunch, one dinner, to answer your question. Captain Bob Dickens is here. Hello, Bob. Glad to have you here. Captain Bob says, hello, Matt. First day physical therapy. Doing good. Wife wants to know, is there anywhere on Icon she can just walk up and self-serve coffee like some of the Oasis class ships? Yeah, absolutely. Pearl Cafe has that. They have a self-serve coffee area, is one area off the bat that I can think of. So, yeah, absolutely. No problem there whatsoever. And Rose, thank you for the super chat before the broadcast began. Rose has signed up for the October group cruise after last week's chat. Woohoo! Love that. My first group cruise. Looking forward to meeting everyone. Awesome. Well, Rose, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for being here. Very, very much appreciated. All right, we got a lot of questions to get to, guys, here in the next hour, and a lot of great countdowns. I see a lot of friends in the chat. I love it. Todd Weichman is here. Cruising Complete is here. Craig is here. My neighbor Kenny is here. Patrick Dietrich is here. Welcome. Adam Brown, thank you for the super chat. We are going on the June 21st cruise from England. We heard this is a Royal Caribbean group cruise. Yes, we'll participate in events anyway if this is possible. Sure, there are a number of events you can join us for, some of which are available or exclusive just for people in the group. But there's a lot of events in which we want you to join us for. We're doing like a pub crawl. More information is available at royalcaribbeanblog.com/events. And Adam, if you don't find the link, just send me an email, matt@royalcaribbeanblog.com. I'll send you a link to the schedule, and you can. We'd love to have you join us for that. That'd be fantastic. Welcome. Let's see here. Oops, wrong message. There we go. Dust wants to know how many people will be sitting with Matt during the live tonight. We have, I believe, Becky Menken, first of all, for MEI Travel, is over my shoulder. Becky, we have 18 agents here right now?
Sure.
18.
That works.
If you can't hear her, allow me to convey, there are 18 people here.
Oh, did you just do that?
Yeah, I just conveyed your message. That's all.
You want to do that one more time?
We have a lot of questions to get to, like from Jim Gatton. Jim, thanks for the super chat, who's right over here.
Craig said I could hit you.
Glad to see you again, Matt. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Let's see. Chris Stell, thank you for the super chat. 17 live chats till Oasis, 30 till Icon. Thanks, Matt, for all you do to make the wait till the next cruise more tolerable. You and MEI make cruising easy. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Chris. Thanks so much. Make it hackin'. Thank you for the super chat. Casino comp cruises is $1 minimum spend to get full Crown Anchor points. What? $1 minimum spend. Do taxes, port fees count? Oh, do you mean? I think I know what you mean, Matt. Make it hacking. You're like, if you get a cruise for free, do you still get Crown Anchor points? The answer is yeah. You don't have to worry about the dollar minimum spend or anything like that. when you get a free cruise from the casino through your casino, the Prime annual cruise, or a voucher for a cruise, or even just an offer, those still count for Crown and Anchor points. You don't have to worry about like being charged an extra $1 or what have you. You still get points for a casino comp. So let's make that as simple as possible. Danette is here. Hello, Danette. Good to have you here joining us. Let's see. And Captain Bob coming in again with a super chat. Thank you, Captain Bob. Appreciate you. August 30th on Icon, stopping on St. Thomas, Puerto Rico. Perfect day. If the pier is not open, do they give you enough time to tell you what the new port will be so you have a chance to book an excursion? That's a great question. So San Juan, Puerto Rico, as you all know, for the big ships, like the Oasis-class ships, have not been docking in San Juan. I can't answer your question, because to say, you're asking me, is there enough time? I don't know what enough time means. They try to give as much notice as they can, but sometimes it is very much days or weeks before the cruise begins. So the best answer I can give you is it will be probably closer to your sailing than not, but there will at least be a couple days. I don't know. Again, some people, 24 hours is enough time. For some people, 3 months is enough time. That's kind of a relative question, quite frankly. But there isn't like when Royal Caribbean changes an itinerary in general, there isn't a necessary minimum time frame. I remember when we were doing the Icon of the Seas group cruise last year, we got notice of the itinerary change the day before the cruise. I remember I was on the Bright Line train coming down from Orlando to Miami, and I got the email from Royal Caribbean that our itinerary was changing. That was the day before the cruise sailed. Not the day before our port, but you get the idea. So it could be at any time. Glenn Coffee. Glenn, thanks for the super chat. Just want to say thanks for addressing my questions in previous blogs. The least I can do is buy the guy a drink. Can't think of a question right now, but stay tuned. Well, thank you, Glenn. Appreciate your hospitality. Appreciate you. Thank you. Slew Dog, what's up, man? How's your sailing so far? It's been great. This is our last day. We have to go back home tomorrow. Womp womp. But I love Ovation. It's a great ship. I love the Quantum class. I get to check Ovation off the list for myself. Weather's been nice. A little warmer than I would like personally, but it's much cooler than Florida. So I am not complaining. Well, I am complaining, but I'm complaining just a little bit. Cowboy Valley, thank you for the super chat. 19 days till the Indy back-to-back. I am so excited. I'm going home tomorrow, and I've never been more excited to get off a cruise, because it means I have to turn around and get ready for the group cruise, because it's like 2 weeks from Sunday or Saturday, I'm going to fly over to Europe. So it's getting real. Like we're pretty, I think it's getting real. It's getting exciting, and I can't wait. Nick, will I be on the 20th sailing a star? Yes, I'll be on the 16th and the 20th. The first two, whatever the first two are, which I believe are those dates, I will be there. What should I expect for the inaugural sailing of Star? Is it worth it? You're really going to expect a big party. It's a celebration. Anytime a new ship comes out, it's basically a giant, it's a party. It's a lot of people. It's a celebration because it's a new ship. It's kind of like a baby naming, I guess, if you've had, everyone's happy, everyone's excited, you're welcoming something new into the world, and that's what it's kind of is. The really cool thing also about inaugurals and first sailings is that, first of all, there's bragging rights to say that you were there, and also sometimes there's like free swag, like hats or t-shirts or things that Royal Caribbean gives away to help celebrate it. But a lot of it is it's like going to a concert, be able to say I was there for that. So I feel like that's the most important thing right there. Let's see here. David F, thank you for the super chat. But David, I don't see a message from you, man. It could be just a regular message. David. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'll have Teresa keep an eye out for it. I'll make Teresa work today. That's good. I like that. David F, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Nismail, hey Matt, what's the main difference between two-bedroom Aqua, spacious two-bedroom on? I think it's basically, so on the Oasis class, the Aqua Theater suites are on. Obviously, the decks are. How do I describe it? They're not tiered, but like the ones on the lower decks they're bigger, and they get smaller as they go up. So I believe that's the difference. Basically, square footage primarily. Andrew, first Royal Caribbean blog live while chatting. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. 16 days till back-to-back on Independence of the Seas out of Southampton. Can't wait to meet everyone on the group part, which is the second part, which is the group cruise. It's going to be awesome, Jonathan. I'm looking forward to seeing you on there. Cannot wait. Let's see. Tony Diaz is here. Hello, Tony. Saying everybody, especially to Becky and Grace. Wow. Getting a shout out from Tony Diaz. You should feel
Love you, Tony.
honored. I don't know. It's Tony. Let's see here. Steve French. Steve, thank you for the super chat. Sorry if this is a common question. Somehow our check-in got messed up where I have an 11 a.m. boarding time and the rest of the family is 1:30. What are the chances we can all board 11? Totally fine. In my experience, here's what you do, Steve. You go in with the 11 o'clock and you say, I have the 11 o'clock boarding time. First of all, I doubt they even check it, quite frankly. But if they did, hello, we're here for 11 o'clock, and just have everybody else come. And they're all, this is my family. Probably that will work. I can't promise that. But in my experience, number one, they rarely, if ever, even check the times anymore. But if they do, you just kind of, you're all have the family together. So that'll be fine. Hal, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Matt, I moved to July or August 16th. Are going to be on that one. Yes, I will be on that one. That's Start of the Seas, I assume you're talking about. Yeah, I just keep moving. Every time I keep adding these new pre-inaugurals, I keep moving it up one sailing. So yeah, absolutely. Tony Crawford. Thank you, Tony, for the super chat. Hey, Matt, let me first welcome you to sunny California. Thank you. 4 days till Anthem of the Seas will last. Can't wait to hear if you got tasty street tacos. I did. I ate like 17 tacos today around Ensenada, and I'm gonna have a late dinner. I ate way too much, but the tacos were fantastic. I went to 2 different places. They were really good. I had a few cervezas, and it's a good day to be Matt. Let's put it that way. Any day you can get some good tacos, it worked out quite well. So let's see. NYC Lover for Life. What's up, man? Sorry, I answered this one, but yeah, the 16th. I'll be on the first 2, so I will see you on there. Smokey Bandit in the house. Hello, CP91. Thanks for becoming a club member, man. For 2 months, 552 days till my first ever cruise in a solo cabin on Odyssey. Thanks so much for all you do. You've made my pre-booking research so helpful and enjoyable. You are very welcome. Thank you for being a club member, man. That is fantastic. And by the way, speaking of club members, Becky, am I correct that we're going to do our members only live stream next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to do our next members only live stream next week. I'll give you the date on that. I'll remind you next Monday, but we'll figure it out. It's coming up soon before we go to Europe. That's the plan. So let's see here. Brian Hall. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Grace right there. If she's sitting behind you for MEI, she is booking our next cruise coming up in November, Utopia of the Seas. Cheers. Grace is a wonderful person, not just because she's from Connecticut. That does give her a huge edge over people, but she's also a great travel agent in addition to that. So thank you, Brian. Bailey from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Bailey. Hope you're doing well. Boss Guy Updates. Thank you for the super chat. Star of the Seas, $2,100 for 3 people in September, which leaves us room for the Key, but I still can't find it. Will they have it available for Star of the Seas? Probably. I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't. When it comes to new cruises, I mean, this kind of piggybacks on that question about dining earlier. When there's a new ship, there's always this lag factor of when certain things become available to book, Boss Guy. And so if you're not seeing it yet, which would seem strange because we're in June now, which is crazy. And, obviously you're talking about a cruise coming up in just a couple months. The good news is there's still some runway left over there for them to be able to bring that up. And you'll get that information as you get closer. So just keep an eye out for it, basically. Garrick, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Legend will outdo Icon Star? I mean, I've not even been on Star of the Seas yet. I don't know. You're talking about talking about 2 cruise ships ahead of now, and one of which hasn't even launched yet. So TBD. By the way, Mark McChain, cheers. All right. So the answer is maybe. Let's see here. Thank you, Tony, once again for the love. I appreciate it. Holy smokes. Mr. Thick and Juicy in the chat with an epic super chat. Where's Tony? I would want to slap Tony. I won't do it, but I want to. Thank you for the amazing super chat. I need proof of life of Fox. Can you gift your Diamond 24-hour internet like you can for diamond drinks. Fox is here. I don't know if he wants to be on camera, but he's behind me. And there he is. He's waving in the back. Can you gift? I mean, from a certain, technically speaking, Royal Caribbean would tell you can't gift anything. The benefits are non-transferable for Diamond and Crown and Anchor members. The reality is, what you could do, Mr. Thick and Juicy, is if Mrs. Thick and Juicy would like to use your internet, what you do is you sign up for it, and you're going to get a login, and you just share the login with that person, right? You can't like give it as in like transfer it to their account, but what you can do, like I said, is sign up for it and then let them log in under your account that you've done, if that makes sense. Because ultimately, when you log into the internet, you're using a username and password. So, sort of, is the answer to your question. Thank you for the amazing super chat. How are we doing on our goal? We're 7. Okay, we're not even halfway yet. So I'm thinking I'm safe from the pool today. I think we're gonna be okay. So if you guys didn't see, we have a goal today. It's a new feature that YouTube rolled out, and YouTube contacted me and says, Matt, could you try out the goal? So if we reach our goal of, you can see there at the top of the chat, of 50 orange super chats, I will jump in the pool with my clothes on. Becky has volunteered to be the cameraman. She'll take the laptop. It'll be at the end. I won't do it like when we hit it. We'll do it at the end of the stream, and I will go into probably the main pool because the solarium pool is way busier than I thought. Anyway, we shall see. But somebody warned me if we get to halfway, because as long as we're below halfway, I'm staying dry today. Make it hackin'. Thank you for the super chat. Are Playmakers, Johnny Rockets, or other non-reservation venues open for lunch on port days? It depends on the ship and depends on the itinerary. This is why I always recommend reading a past cruise compass, because a question like this really does depend on your particular sailing. So what I would recommend Make It Hackin' is you go to like royalcaribbeanblog.com. You pull up a past cruise compass from the same ship and sailing you're going on, and you'd be able to see that. And can the limited dining package be used at those times? Yes, they can. The limited dining package is available any day, including port days or embarkation day. So yes, absolutely. As long as the venue is open. Let's see here. Tara, we got Prime status in the casino. Congratulations. We're selling an alert in March of 26. If I earn 2,500 points on that cruise, will my Prime cruise status reset April 1st, 26? So you got Prime now. Okay, so that means, if you got it, you'd say when you got it? We got Prime status in the casino a few weeks ago. Okay, so you're good. So basically your Prime year truly begins next year. You're going to get the benefits, but your Prime cruise will be available April 1st or ish, a little after April of next year, right? So yes, that's but you don't have to earn any more points. You will get a free cruise for being Prime next year. So in April, that makes sense. If you did it again, if you got 2,500 points again next year after April, then you'd be able to qualify again for the following year. Warren wants to know which one is Grace. Grace is here, right here. That's Grace right there. So, hello, Warren. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Danette wants to know which ship are you on and which port. We are on Ovation of the Seas, and we are in Ensenada, Mexico. Let's see. Are there any Royal Caribbean ships you haven't sailed on? Yes. Now, Ovation was one. Now, so I've not been on Spectrum. I've not been on Grandeur. I've not been on Vision. Is that it? I've been on all the Radiance class. Been on all the Voyager class, the Freedom class. Yes. Wow. It's really yeah. It's getting down there. For a while, I used to be like, oh, there's been like 12 ships I haven't been on. Now it's like 3. Let's see here. Next question, guys, is from Carlos Sr. Should I get the key on a 4-night cruise? No. You don't need it. Heather, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. I don't see a message there, but Rage Shifty. Thank you for the super chat. Sailing on Casino Comp. If my wife can't make the trip, will I get double points? Will I get port fees and taxes back for her portion? You'll get the port fees and taxes back. That's correct. As for the double points, if she's booked on it, the answer is sometimes, maybe. Like, Royal Caribbean is very inconsistent with this. Officially, the policy is you won't get double points because of the way it was booked. In my experience, I have done this personally, where I have booked a cruise with my wife on the reservation. She no-showed to it, and I still got double points. But I can tell you Royal Caribbean has sworn to me that's not the policy, even though I've gotten it. Other cruises, though, I have sailed on in that exact scenario, and I've only gotten single point. So the answer is it maybe. They're inconsistent with it, unfortunately. David, what's up, man? Will you be on Allur's first return to Florida in November since Reefer? I will not be. Oh, thanks, Teresa, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. Dakota, thank you for being a club member for 20 months. Holy smokes. 7 days till Quantum of the Seas for Alaska. Thanks for everything you do. Also, shout out to MEI Travel. Awesome. You're going to love Alaska. And going on Quantum, it's a great ship. Tara, thank you for the super chat. I don't see a message from you, Tara. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Tara. No, well, thank you for your support. I appreciate that. And once again, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. Thank you. What are we at now? 17? Oh my God. All right. We're still not at 50. All right. I think we're okay. I think the good news is my neighbor Kenny's too cheap. So this will not, I don't have to worry about him at least. The life of Darren, first time going on a cruise. So it says the cruise arrives in Nassau at 8 a.m. The gangway opens at 8:30. But I had booked an excursion to Royal Caribbean at 8:30. Will I make it on time? Yes. When you book an excursion to Royal Caribbean, what that 8:30 time means is that's the time you're going to report to the meeting location, like in the theater. It doesn't actually mean when the tour begins. With Royal Caribbean excursions, you will discover there's a lot of hurry up and wait. And that's one of those hurry up and wait situations. So basically all that means is that that's the time you're going to report. Probably when you do an excursion, you're either reporting to the theater or onto the pier. It depends on the tour and the port. But probably don't worry about that. You'll be totally fine there. Jonathan wants to know, if I already paid for my cruise, but its price dropped, do I get a discount or an onboard credit? If you're before final payment date and you live in a country like the US or Canada, then yes, you could qualify for a refund or a price adjustment, I should say. You'd have to call Royal Caribbean to get it, unless you, of course, book with the travel agent. They can do that for you, which is even better, even easier. But you have to be before a final payment date, and you have to be a resident of a certain country. Like if you live in the UK, you can't qualify for it because of local laws in the UK. So, Tara, I think it's 2 super chats from you. Thank you, appreciate that. Wow, is this your first super chat, Becky? Wow. Okay.
We're a little far behind there, Matt.
Where are we at? Oh, Jesus. All right, we're not halfway there. We're still at 21, so we're okay. But, whew, okay, I'm fine. What time is? We're already 22 minutes. We'll be fine. I'll be nice and dry later. Let's see here. Elisa wants to know, how far in advance will Royal Caribbean notify if the cruise is overbooked? Cruise in 2 weeks and a room still hasn't been assigned yet. That happened to me actually on Enchantment of the Seas in January. I wouldn't necessarily read too much into that. When it comes to the overbooking, actually, I just posted an article about this, Lisa, today at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. When it comes to the overbooking, basically, if Royal Caribbean sees there could be an issue with the overbooking becoming an issue, because people cancel all the time, then they'll reach out to certain people. But I really wouldn't worry about it, Lisa. I think they have means of which to protect it. And for what it's worth, I have not heard of one person who's been denied boarding at the terminal because of a result situation. So they have a lot of levers to pull. But the fact you haven't had a room assigned yet and you're 2 weeks out, actually, that is something that happened to me on Enchantment of the Seas earlier this year. And then I got it in a couple days after that. So. Let's see here. Skyfrog, thank you for the super chat. Started the season September or Oasis October with you guys? Obviously with us. Skyfrog, 100%. Austin, thank you for the super chat. We have a Greek Isle cruise June 29th as part of a group of 12. First time Royal Caribbean. Any tips for us? Yes. Research your ports. I mean, obviously you're pretty close to this sailing. You're like, what, a month away, something like that? Not even. So I really tell you, research your ports, have shore excursions booked ahead of time. Plan on having meals together, like dinner would be a really big one right there. So Ray and Nancy, thank you for being a club member of 15 months. Appreciate you. Our cruise is on Ovation of the Seas. It's 20th of August. Worried that you and your team behind you drained the ship of alcohol. Hope that Sonata was great. Fear not, my friend. There's still plenty on board the ship. Not to worry. Glenn, Exploration Travel, thank you for the super chat. Shout out to all my MEI travel people to see you, Becky, Grace, Shannon, Kelly O, Jen, Fox, and Becky. Wow, you have like amazing eyes there. Matt needs to use his money on the crap table. See you on Independence of the Seas. All right. Count on it. Scott, thank you for the super chat. 13 Days to Wonder, would you recommend 2 rooms or a family suite sky class for our star trip in June? 2 adults and 11 and 14-year-olds. I would do the 2 rooms. I have kids very similar in age to yours. My wife always regrets we don't get the 2 rooms because they have separation from sleeping and bathrooms. So I would say the 2 rooms would be the way to go. And Whipple, thank you for the super chat. 139 Days Till Harmony. If 4 people are in one cabin, do all 4 people have to pay or just the first 2 and no slapping Tony? All right, well, I can't promise the last part, but I will tell you, when you have 4 people in a cabin, the other 2 passengers pay significantly less. Not nothing, unless it's kids sail free. And even then they pay port fees and taxes. But the third and fourth passengers pay something, but the first 2 pay the most. Oh, Josh Carruthers, A2 Brute, thank you for the super chat, Josh. Kyle, been a club member for 7 months. Let's go. Is Heather Rawl with you guys? I see her in the chat. Hi from Kyle and Natalie, and thank you for all the help. There she is. I can see her arm. Well, it was above Grace's head. Thanks for all your help to keep my family sailing. She deserves a raise, Becky, the Millers. Becky is taken into consideration. Ray and Nancy, thank you for the super chat. You shouldn't have, really, you shouldn't have. Thank you. And Scary also got to see Matt go for a dip. Thank you. You guys are all so kind. Wow. And Jen, I mean, actually, I'm not surprised by Jen, but still, thank you, Jen. Dakota, just because Becky did it, thanks. Oh, goodness. All right. Really? It would really be a shame if the Voom internet went down, you know. Catherine, thank you for the super chat. We're doing a back-to-back on Wonder, staying in the same room on both sailings. So we have to move our bags and belongings out of the room. No, you don't. When you do a back-to-back, even in the same room, it's really easy to move everything behind. You'll get a letter in your cabin on cruise number 1. You'll go to a specific location. They'll escort you, but you leave all your stuff in the cabin. But otherwise, for tips for back-to-back sailing, you really don't have to do anything. You did it the right way. Get the same room. That's the most important thing. Beyond that, go back to your room after when cruise number 2 begins and go back to sleep, probably take a nap would be my recommendation. Let's see here. Next question. Hal Warren, I think it's your second super chat. Thank you, Hal. Hey, Maddie, me and Tori will be on Ovation July 18th. Looking forward to the unique dining venues. Thanks for you and your team shows us love. We'll appreciate you, Hal. Thank you for your very generous super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the difference between Prime and Signature? They're tiers of the casino loyalty program. So basically, you need to, in order to move up the tiers from Prime to Signature to Masters, you need to accrue a certain amount of points. And you get certain benefits. Like when you get to Signature, Craig Hart would tell you in the chat, I believe you get like free internet and some other benefits. So it just moving up there. Christopher Bayona, thank you for the super chat. Thanks, Grace, for making my first cruise so easy. Awesome. Ron Ladowski. Ron, thanks for the super chat. What the heck? I want to see Matt take a dip. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate it. Thank you. Wow. If Tony Diaz getting into it. Thank you, Tony. Thanks, buddy. You're the best, Tony. Now I really do want to slap Tony. Just got off Wonder of the Seas. I loved it. Ate at Hooked, 150, and Chops in order from favorite to least. I'm a master at flow riding now. Awesome, Larry. I'm glad you had an awesome time and you liked Hooked more than 150 or Chops. That's interesting. I don't agree, but nonetheless, I'm glad you had a great time on board. So that is fantastic. Let's see here. We're on Ovation of the Seas. We're actually in the Solarium right now. Christopher Bayona, thank you for the super chat. Do spa discounts happen on port days? Yes, they do. Any other deals while most guests are off the ship? Other than the spa, I'm not aware of any. Restaurants are closed like for lunch, other than like Windjammer, so you won't do anything like that. Really just a spa as far as I know, as port day specials there. So yeah. Make it happen. Thank you for the super chat. I accidentally clicked the button for an orange super chat. Hope you stay dry. Thanks for answering my questions. Thank you for everything you and your team do for the community. Thank you, Make It Happen. I appreciate it, but we're only 10 away. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this seemed like a great idea when I thought of it like a week ago, but now I'm not so sure. Mr. Thick and Juicy, again, anything to help the cause. Well, you are much too kind. You really shouldn't have. LCO, thank you for the super chat. Book the ultimate dining package on Vision of the Seas and made a reservation for Chef's Table. Is the $50 surcharge worth the experience, and how do you like it? I think it is worth. If you've never done Chef's Table, it's a really cool experience. It's very much a foodie experience. If you're into, if you're an adventurous eater and you like wine, like a lot of wine, then it's great. So, yeah. Let's see here. Law Floating Adventures. The family and I are stopping in Nassau. I want to do the beach. Is Jukino a good option? Jukino's okay. I mean, the problem with Jukino is it's crowded, and it's obviously it's free. It's the best thing I can say about it. It's close, easy to get to. Is it my favorite? Not necessarily. If let me put it this way: if I want to take my family to the beach in Nassau, I would probably book a.
Oh wow!
I would book.
Oh man!
What happened? Well, we're 45, but. I'm trying to answer a question about the beach here.
Well, you're going to be wet and you'll understand it a lot better.
Okay. I would go to I'll get a one of those day passes to resorts personally, but I also have I have Jen Green tastes in how I like to spend my beach day. So just, different strokes. Could you have a fun day going to Junkanoo? Yeah. But I think there are better options in my own personal preferences right there. So Tara, thank you for the super chat. I think my husband will shoot for Prime next. Thanks.
Tony. Well done, Tony.
Is it hot in here? Amanda, thank you. We have to go, guys. I think it's dinner time. They all have dinner at 5:30, so I would hate for them to be late. Yeah. Amanda, thank you for the super chat. Do I have to wear pants? Well, thank you. I never thought it would really happen. I thought this will never happen, so I'll just hit it anyway. Great. Wonderful. Stay tuned. We'll do it at the end. But thank you all so much. We appreciate it. We'll get to in my world, I'm still back over here at Amanda's. Do I have to wear pants close to all the access ship tour? Yes. I believe you have to, which is basically just, not flip-flops or anything like that. So yes. KJ, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Susan Westfall, thank you for the super chat. I'll thank you in person in 2 weeks, and Rose, thank you for the super chat. I want to say Matt Dunked. Is Karen Natkin there? She was a great help. Is Karen? I don't think so, Becky, right?
No,
she's not. Sorry, but thank you, Rose, for the super chat. Oh my goodness. Dan Harding, thank you for the super chat. Any update on the Nassau Beach Club opening date? Number 21 towards the goal. This is how far back I am in the chat, so you all understand. It is still working. It's December is the date. From what I understand, it's going to be later in December, like really later in December. So if you're going in like December 5th or something, probably not. But it's still on target for December sometime. We'll have more information soon, I hope. Michelle Pros, thank you for the super chat. Have a drink on me. Have a great cruise. Counting down the days, 180 days till our Celebrity Beyond cruise. Nice. Fantastic. Wow, Mr. Thick and Juicy, thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate you. La Floating Adventures. We need you in the pool. Thanks for everything you do. If I book Star Class and I'm by the pool far from the bar, can I text my genie to grab drinks for everyone in the cabin? Yeah. Actually, I've done this before, and the answer is absolutely. That's one of the benefits of having a genie is they will do that. I've shared this story before. I was in the casino, and I really wanted a drink from the mason jar. Texted my genie, and he brought me the peanut butter and jelly old fashions. Larry the Lemon, thank you for the super chat. And the next goal will be you singing California Girls at Spotlight. There's no Spotlight Cafe, Spotlight bar, karaoke bar on here, but I don't think anyone wants to hear me sing on here. So yeah. Maddie R, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. And once again, wow, Tony, you know, I defended you so many times with telling people that you shouldn't be slapped. But yeah, wow. And Sue. Thank you, Sue. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Then, you know, some people, you think they're your friends. And Jennifer Kelm, thank you, Jennifer. All the way in the back. Thank you. Christopher Bayona, thank you for the super chat. Utopia in August. What non-dining areas stay coolest on Utopia? Honestly, the casino. Some of the cabins, obviously, if you're an inside cabin. Music hall. Though basically places that don't have windows or doors that can open up to the outside would be the coolest areas. Becky, you really shouldn't have. I just reviewed the terms and conditions. There's no rule saying I couldn't do this more than one. You know, I wish there was when I have a meeting with my YouTube manager, I'll have to bring that up as feedback. Thank you, Becky.
Welcome. I love you, Matt.
Tony, again. Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Wow. Bailey is doing this. Wow. This is like, I mean, it's one thing for, you know, established agents. You got Bailey. Thank you, Bailey. Appreciate it. Becky V. Ain't no party like a solarium party. Amen. Thank you. Anna Shelton, thank you for the super chat. 5 days. What should I do in Ponce, Puerto Rico? I was in Ponce once. What did we do there? There's a lot of history there. I don't recall it being a beach location. Granted, when I was there, I didn't go on a cruise. I went there. I was like on a land vacation like 15 years ago. But it's definitely a great city to walk around and explore. There's history. There's food. That would be my inkling, but I haven't looked and beyond like what kind of tours and things that are available there. So, yeah. Wow, Jim again. Thank you, Jim. Because I got Tony slightly more orange super chats than me. And wow, Jim, you're typing. Jump in. I don't know what that word is supposed to be, but seeing, I think, is what it's. Matt, jump in the pool sounds like fun. Thank you. Boss guy, thank you again for the super chat. Daughter will be 37 months old. How potty trained is fully potty trained to Adventure Ocean? So the answer is, of course, no, is that 3-year-olds are not potty trained. There is no such thing fully potty trained 3-year-old, 36-month-old, which is obviously the beginning point. With Adventure Ocean, they do give you the 3 strikes and you're out rule. The staff cannot help the kids, but if they have two mistakes, oopsies, that's fine. They'll call you. You have to go change them. But after 3 mistakes, then they get kicked. They won't be let back in. So as long as my advice for that age is basically, before you drop them off, take them to the bathroom. And I would honestly come back. When my kids were that age, we would go about once an hour or so to take the kid out quickly, take them to the bathroom, and then bring them back in. That's totally fine. You can do that. So just, visit regularly to make sure that they're good. Will Morrow, thank you for going a club member, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. MW Cole 14, thank you for the super chat. Slew Dog, are there any secrets left about Star of the Seas, or is everything out? We're the Godmother. We don't know who that is. And there might be like 1 or 2 things, but it's minor things at this point. We know basically everything else about the ship, as far as I know, anyway. So, wow, Tony, is this like your 4th super chat? Becky, I thought Becky was bad, but you, Tony, I'll have some choice words for you in 2 weeks, my friend. Teresa and Josh agree with me. Want you in the pool. Teresa is being very nice over here and not doing anything bad that I've seen so far. So, wow. Leor, thank you for the super chat. Divided, what is it, 4-1 these days? I don't know. Hey, man, it's sad to miss the group cruise on Indy. For some reason, my son expects me to attend his high school graduation. What? Why? First of all, I can tell you, when I was in high school, I would want my kids to, I would want my parents not to be there. I don't want to be embarrassed by them. But anyway, what is a good source for updated deck plans in PDF format? I just go to the Royal Caribbean website. I don't know about PDF format. They must be available somewhere. Have you tried Googling it? A lot of times those like documents exist somewhere, but I'm not familiar with if you can get them in PDF format publicly. Like, it's a good question. I don't know the answer to that question. But obviously the deck plans are on the website. which you could save. They're all images, so you could just save them as an image and then export them as PDF. It would take you about 10 minutes to save them all, but it's not very difficult. Sarah Pyle, it'll be nice and cool. It will be, actually. Cowboy Valley, thank you for the super chat because Matt's buying the beer in London. That's true. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple weeks right there. Oh, goodness. Sherry Boswell from MEI Travel. Wow. Thanks for the super chat. We will get a splash zone when Matt does a cannonball. This will be, yeah, one. I can't wait.
I can tell.
Bob, thanks for the super chat. Just because Tony and Craig want you in the pool, well, to be honest, Kelly and I want to see it too. Thank you. Appreciate it. And just when you think you know your friends, from the very back row, Fox, thank you for the super chat. This is for calling me out 2 weeks ago. Oh, did I do that? I don't think that's true. There's no record of that. To my wonderful clients, this is a shout out to you. You all shout me out all the time. Thanks for all you do for me. Well, thank you, Fox. And yeah. Ronnie, thanks for the super chat. Splish Splash, Matt was taking a bath, continued below. Oh, there it is. Any info on the release for information discovery class? Dude, there's a new article about this on royalcaribbeanblog.com. Go read it well, maybe not right now, but after the broadcast. Heather, thank you for the super chat. I hope he has his swimmers. Well, yeah. I'm hoping, God, maybe I'll get lucky and the lifeguards will not let me jump in with my clothes on. I mean, I don't want to break the rules. And thank you for the super chat. Hi again. If you're doing a back-to-back and you're two different cabins, will they move you or do you have to move it yourself? This is like a gray area in my experience when it comes to back-to-backs. If you're in different cabins, towards the end of cruise number 1, I just talked to my stateroom attendant and say, hey, thanks for everything today, everything on this cruise. I'm doing a back-to-back. I'm changing cabins. Is there anything you can do to help me out? And they will usually they'll assist you in either you packing everything up, and they'll move it for you, or you leave it on the bed. They'll give you the instructions there, but speak to your stateroom attendant. So, courtesy of your best friend, Kenny. Wow. You know, Kenny can do his own dirty work there, Josh. He is Mr. Orange Juice himself now. He's very rich and well off. But thank you, Josh. And look, Becky again. Wow. Oh, look, I found some extra marketing money. It's only fair I share it with Matt. Great. And wow, I am surprised by Grace. I mean, she is the nicest person on earth. And look at this. Thanks. Skyfrog, will you be jumping in the pool with a drink in hand? That would definitely be a violation of the rules there. No, unfortunately not. I will not. I would like a drink though at this point, but no. And my neighbor Kenny, listen. All right, I stand corrected. Thank you, Kenny, for the super chat. Hope Erica is watching. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for everything, Matt. Love to see you in the main pool. Hi to Kelly O and all the amazing MEI travel advisors. Looking forward to October's Royal Caribbean Blog Cruises, 125 days. Nice. That's going to be a fun one. October 5th. We got Darrell Fox, who will be performing for us on board. It's going to be amazing. Very much excited for that one. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Just joined the party. Thanks for all the great info. 137 days to Oasis and 387 to Ovation. Probably a few others in between. Nice. That's fantastic. I love Oasis and I love Ovation. Those are good ships. Ovation's been very good to us this week. So really, really good stuff right there. Tony again? Tony, does your wife know you're doing this? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Oh, Tony says I can change into my bathing suit, Becky. You see this?
There's no changing.
He just said that. I don't want to disappoint Tony.
No, we will disappoint Tony.
We'll
Want to be the first.
I want to be the first time. And my Lover for life. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, not sorry to help the cause. Enjoy the dip. Thank you, and a Lover. And Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. I booked my October cruise on Oasis because of the kiddos' fall break, and then realized it's a Royal Caribbean Blog group cruise. I hope to see you see the events that we can join after booking with our regular travelers. Yeah, absolutely. We'll have the events closer to after final payment date for that sailing, and probably about a month or so after that. There's a lot of things and logistics we have to cover, but yeah, absolutely. NW Cole 14 again, thank you for the super chat, appreciate it. Oh, Southern Dan, thank you for the amazing super chat that I definitely want to slap Tony for. Thank you for your generosity. I heard you do a mean cannonball. This is going to be a in right there. But thank you, my friend. Smokey Bandit, you are the final one. You were the final knife in the back. Peer pressure, pool peer pressure. That's actually a very good. I like that. Very creative. Thank you. Nina, thank you for the super chat because I'm sad you won't be on the 23rd Sailing a Star anymore. I know. I mean, don't blame me. Royal keeps adding these sailing. We'll just keep moving it forward right there. So yeah. Craig, can you make this a club only video for replay? I don't know if it's going to allow me to do that, Craig. It's a good question because the lives obviously are the replays live on immediately after the broadcast. I'll take a look at it, but it's a good question actually. I don't know. But thank you, Craig. You really shouldn't have. That was money that Frankenstein could have enjoyed in the casino. I'm just saying. Kitchen is perhaps 100 more. Dude, 50 was the max. That's why I was like, there's no way we're going to hit this one. Chris, thanks for the super chat again. Enjoy the pool and go Yankees. Go Yankees. Let's hope they win. Halcyo, thank you for the super chat. I drink no alcohol. Is Chef's Table still worth it? I mean, from a dollars and cents standpoint, probably not because a lot of that is baked in with the alcohol, but you can still have a good time. And the food is really good. The experience is something different. It's really an experience. It's not so much like a restaurant in the sense that you have at most other specialty restaurants. This is really where you're kind of together over there. So, yeah. So we've got it because I have to go in the pool, I guess. Oh man, I'm so far behind the chat. Holy smokes. I'm thinking like another 9 minutes, and then Becky will take over here and move us all around. Make it happen. Thank you for the super chat. Next goal, Matt on the Florida. Absolutely not. There is no money in the world that you can pay me to go on the Flow Rider. But thank you. Andy, thank you for the super chat. I'm wearing the same shirt always. What? Oh, this shirt. I've always wondered what it looks like in the pool. Very wet, but yes. Thank you. Let's see here. What is your favorite cruise of all time? I'm legally obliged to say it was my honeymoon. But the Icon of the Seas group cruise that we did last year was absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. All right, I gotta catch up with the chat. We only have 9 minutes left, and I'm just now reaching the goal, which is amazing. Thank you again for everybody for reaching that. It's incredible. I maybe regret it a little bit at this point, but yeah. Let's see here. Kenneth wants to know, do you think Royal Caribbean will develop another Eastern Caribbean island destination similar to Perfect Day and Coco Key in the future? I mean, anything's possible. If we learn anything about Perfect Day Mexico and the beach clubs, they're always dreaming of new ideas. So I would say anything's possible, but don't know. I have no reason to believe there's anything on the docket currently. Tommy, thank you for the super chat. I think you're going in for a dip in the pool. You don't think you were getting out of this. I know. I was hoping that Tony was going to be cheaper than he was. But evidently, next time he says he can't afford a Icon class cruise ship on the group cruise, we know the real answer. Let's see here. Yeah, Kenny says there's no way Matt gets through all these super chats and jumps in the pool in time. Yeah, I wish I could get through on that on a technicality. Shadowless Zachary, thank you for the super chat. Start of the season February 2026, and don't take the option to book Lincoln Supper Club. Yeah, so we answered this question a little earlier. Basically, with a new ship like Star, it's it'll be available when it's available. New ships always have a lag factor for when new things can be available, like dining, activities on board, the key. So you just got to keep an eye out for it. I wish there was a better answer, but that's kind of where it is. Let's see here. Cooking Yo in the chat. Yo. Save all the hijinks to the European group cruise. All right, Becky, I think he's right. I think we should wait and not do this till Europe.
Nope, we can do it in Europe as well.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't have practice.
And
I think he likes that idea.
Ryan, thanks for the super chat. After the elevators and the Icon, do you go to other ships now and go, yes, I did this exact thing when I boarded the ship on Ovation. I walked onto the ship and I was like, oh, yeah, these are the old elevators. It ruins you. I mean, it's just some people say oh, when you stay in a suite, you can never go back. I don't agree with that. But with the elevators, after you do the Icon elevators, everything else, all the other ships are disappointing from that perspective. So, yeah. Fernando, we are on Ovation of the Seas. I'm in the solarium right now, closer to the pool. You can kind of see where the indoor pool is, I'm going to jump in that pool because I'm going to assume, actually, can somebody, Becky, can somebody check which pool is less crowded at this point? I'm assuming it's that pool.
I'm gonna say it's this one.
Yeah. I feel like the solarium pool, the adults get very upset with everything I do. Soup F, thank you for the super chat. Mojito Man, thank you. Far too kind. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. For the super chat. How was the check-in process in LA? Actually, so I had terrible experiences in the past, but it was really easy. Now, granted, I did get there. I was one of the first people there. But I think everybody reported it was quite easy. There is a caveat. This is not a revenue sailing. I think we're sailing at like 1,700 people or something like that. So we're not at full capacity. But for what it's worth, my check-in process was very easy. Now, granted, I was there very early. We were check-in time because of this cruise, the immigration process. The ship had come from Japan. It was the first boarding time was not until 3:00. But is that pool, Jim? Yeah, thanks. You should have said both pools were closed. I would have split the money with you. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm not promising that LA has fixed all of its problems, but I've experienced similar things in the past. But for what it was worth, it was easy this time. Let's see. Simply Nessa, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. If I book the unlimited dining package and make a reservation, but decide to cancel and rebook for a better price, we'll have to make new reservations. Correct. So I've learned this firsthand. Take a screenshot of your reservations before you do it, so you have to reinvent the wheel. But yes, unfortunately, you would have to. Shadowless Zachary, thank you again for the super chat. Start of the seas, February 2026, and does the option to book. Oh, did we answer this one already? Yeah, I mean, yes. The answer is we don't know yet when those will become available. So TBD. All right, 4 minutes till I go in the pool. The Caped Crucero, thank you for the super chat. Just cause, have a drink. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate at least somebody's on my side. Although it didn't help because you gave me a super chat earlier, but thank you. And nonetheless, let's see. For those asking, yes, I will be on Star of the Seas, the new first sailing. Omid, thank you for the super chat. Do you know if infants count towards occupancy of Cocoa Beach Club Cabanas? Technically, yes. I know it seems silly because that's like, well, they take up no space. I mean, technically, the answer is technically yes. In my experience, if the capacity is 6 and you have a baby and you're trying to bring 7 or 8 people, you might get lucky with them looking the other way on that one. So it's kind of definitely a YMMV situation. Also, what do you think the odds are of Labadee being canceled in September? I mean, it doesn't look very good right now. We've got a cruise going to Labadee in October, and I'm highly doubtful we're going. But I mean, listen, things can change at any time. So, hope for the best would be my recommendation. Jason, if you could replay any one cruise you ever had, which would it be, and why is it on Celebrity? Actually, it would be the Icon group cruise we did last year. There was a group cruise. We had Darla. We had a great group on there. There were a lot of great. I mean, we had so many fun sailings for different reasons that you can make really good arguments for all of them. But that's just one that stands out. The Boston one we did in Boston was a lot of fun. The group cruise that is on Serenade. So it's like, again, different reasons to do them. But the Celebrity cruise have been good I've done, but I don't know if that they would rise to the level of I wanted to redo them again, like replay them. You know what I mean? Tony with another super chat. I think the fraud department at Chase needs to be notified of Tony's activity because this definitely does not seem like usual. This is way better than an Icon cruise. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Modern Myths, welcome. Glad to have you here. Andy thinks a new challenge idea, polar plunge in Alaska. Yikes. I mean, at least this is climate controlled for the one I'm doing here. But yeah. Let's see. Where are the Discovery articles? If you go to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, on the front page right there, pretty sure it's the newest article up there. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. No question. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Kevin, for your generosity. Appreciate it. Oops. All right, we got a minute, and then I'm going to head. I'm almost done with the questions here, and then we're going to move on. So don't go anywhere, guys, because can't wait. Boss Guy, can you do a video ranking shows based on shows, number of shows, entertainment factor? I think it'd be difficult. I mean, the first part, like number of shows, yeah, but like there's very much it's a subjective question. Now, granted, you're asking me to do a ranking, I guess. The thing is, so many would fall into the middle category. You know, I could think of like 3 or 4 ships I think have really good entertainment, and then like Enchantment of the Seas, which has really bad shows, I thought. But the middle ground is like, I mean, you know, like the Brilliances, the Freedom, not Freedom, yeah, maybe Freedom. Like there's a lot of middle ground there that's like, even I would struggle to be like, are the shows on Serenade better than the shows on, you know, I don't know, another ship that has equally mediocre shows because they haven't been updated in a while. You know what I mean? Rhapsody. I don't know. It's a good idea, but I think it's just that it's not as easy to kind of rank them. And also, to be fair, I haven't been on at least 3 ships in the fleet, so that's kind of hard from that standpoint. All right. Okay. Becky, you ready? All right, so here's what's going to happen. Becky's going to, this is a big setup over here. So you're going to have to, there's going to be a lot of movement. So bear with it. We'll set it up. You'll see it, but just give it a minute. Craig, before you start messaging, complaining, we'll get there in a minute. Basically, we're going to go over there to the other pool. Becky will position the thing over there. I'll jump in, come out, I'll wave, and we'll end the stream. Does that sound good?
Works for me.
Okay.
So
you're going to need a helper to move everything. Let me just move my stuff.
Yeah.
You need like 3 people.
Yeah. Well, you know, someone with Mike, someone with.
Here, I'll hold that. I can do this. I'll do the walkover.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Oh. Thanks. All right, we are slowly moving to the pool. Okay. So, as I'm thinking, this was not a great idea. I feel like, yeah, this was a great idea. I will remove my shoes. This is the only pair of shoes I have, and I have to fly tomorrow, so I really don't want them to be wet. Yes. Clothes, yeah. I'll just put right here. I'll just dump my stuff. Hold that.
Got the mic.
And my shoes.
Fine. This time. This time. This time it's okay.
Why don't we should do this? I mean, they were like, it'd be like.
You know, you should have thought of that before you put it out there. So I think. What? Apparently not. They're all waiting for you. They're all watching the blog and knowing that Matt's going to be jumping in the pool. No, I don't think that's what we're called. And be careful with the kids.
Just go over here and just jump.
Just go right into the.
All right, does everything look good? My socks are wet.
Oh, you got your socks on. This is awesome. Yep. All right.
Is everything okay?
It's time to go. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, we got you. Oh, congratulations, Matt. Next time we're gonna have to like get him in a parka or something. How does it feel? But we do have an audience. We have a studio audience here. Everybody's kind of keeping an eye on him. Now you got to get out because we got to see the aftermath. After Matt. Yeah. You can do this. I have faith. Look at those socks. Yeah, don't.
It's not as uncomfortable as I thought it would be, but.
So we have to make a better challenge next time.
Yeah, I think of something else. Yeah.
I wondered we could do the iFly.
Oh hell no.
That would be the only channel.
It was definitely worth it.
It was worth it, yeah. Well, thank you again for thank you everybody for the support. Thank you, Becky. Really, I owe you. I owe you a lot.
I pay you too.
And we'll talk next Monday on YouTube. So thank you, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, everyone.